alright, let's do a party concept where we have bands playing and then we have DJs after the bands. And let's try and do it regularly to try and like drive a little bit of momentum in Shanghai. So that was the plan, and then we got together, we're trying to think of a name, and you know, we wanted something sexy and catchy, and came up with STD. Like the first year of STD was just amazing. It really felt like we were developing something that had never been tried here. And a lot of people that were around those days will probably tell you the same thing. It was just like this amazing year where people were coming together, you'd see familiar faces regularly, new music, like, you know, at that time, like bands weren't even like touring that much, Chinese bands I mean. So we tried to create a stop for them in Shanghai. Also, like, we had the Quincy, the Cosmic Cars, smaller bands, and then, yeah, we created this really great little family of friends that love music, you know, and got together. Our aspirations were really simple. We just wanted to have more music in Shanghai. We wanted to make it regular. We wanted somewhere for people to come and like-minded people that could enjoy music for the sake of music. The highs are like, you know, like every show is kind of a high, it's a rush. That we get to bring an artist here or we get to support a local artist. It's always a high. I guess the lows are like, you know, it's not easy to do music in this country. You're always sort of going upstream against certain, you know, like restrictions and whatnot. But it's come a long way, and it is a lot easier these days to do it. But yeah, you know, it's what we signed up for. It's part of the challenge, I guess. Like if it was too easy, we probably wouldn't have done it in the first place. You know, like we wanted to challenge ourselves. I think it was a little bit of an extension of what we always wanted in Shanghai. Like there was always this gap, you know, there's some really good clubs and places for people to go out here. But there was definitely a gap for us, like something in between, like, you know, Mao Livehouse and Yi and Tong or something, you know. We wanted to sort of fill that void where you could do like 400 people or, you know, 700 people, and it's a really good show. We wanted to make it very real and dirty, but at the same time have very good quality inside. I think it's really great that these acts are coming, and then, I mean, you know, you can't always fill every show with a sold-out crowd. I mean, you tried, you do your best. But just the fact that they're here, you know, that there's attention to China, like before, like no one really knew that China was a viable place to do a gig. So now that it's on the map, you know, like it's very important for the growth of the scene here. Just the fact that artists know that they can come to Shanghai and go to Asia, bands or DJs, and so yeah, it's like it's just everything's part of the growth. Like it doesn't happen overnight, but there's a lot of good people in the scene doing like right things, and hopefully, you know, we just sort of push on together. You know, there's some really cool people in Asia, like in Vietnam, for example, like the Karma guys. They do really cool things. They have like a festival every year. You know, they brought some good bands, and in Korea that you have like Supercolor Super, which do really cool indie bands. The Wall in Taiwan, like a club, brings really cool DJs. Yeah, the pieces are, you know, definitely in place. Like I think, regardless whether you're in Asia or America or London or wherever, you need music. I think, you know. And there's definitely people out there pushing and thriving for the, you know, in the same direction, and we all sort of help each other out. You know, like if there's an artist, we try and share it with somebody else, so they can get the gig, and then the artist gets to play another city. Like, it's like a nice little circle of people that are, yeah, going in the right direction.